2 years ago, Stacey and I decided that we wanted an 80-inch TV. Yes, I know I'm the projector man and my projectors get 100, 200 inches, but we had to have a TV to definitively play a Nintendo Switch game. Well, on that day, I had never owned any 4K UHD movies.
Right.
Stacey bought me my first two 4K UHD movies, and one was Howard the Duck. Then the other one was Dark Crystal.
Mm.
And it's in that format because I ended up with 2 copies of Dark Crystal, a steel box later. And we got Howard the Duck. We hooked up the TV because I was all hype about, oh, I want to know what it's like to watch something in 4K. And I explained to Stacey that Howard the Duck was considered one of the worst movies ever released, up there with the Garbage Pail Kids.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
1986. We're in 2026, so that gives everything a 40-year lift to it. This year we're going to cover some movies from 1986, and the first one is Howard the Duck for me. Now, mind you, I was born 1985, so you know I don't remember this movie. Like, let's just get that out there. Something that was watched in my household religiously.
Mm-hmm.
Panned as one of the worst movies ever made, and I'm talking about everybody. This movie was attached to George Lucas of Star Wars fame. It had so much hype, and this movie by far is considered one of the worst films ever, and I'm talking about ever being made.
Okay, so I want to dive real deep. You all know by now that we get a lot of information from Wikipedia. So as I was reading, I saw that Howard the Duck had been nominated for 7 awards, and it won 4. So I'm like, ooh, Golden Raspberry Awards. I'm like, that sounds kind of goofy. The Golden Raspberry Awards is a parody award show honoring the worst of cinematic failures. Co-founded by UCLA film graduates and film industry veterans. I'm not going to read their names. The Razzie Awards, satirical annual ceremony, is predated by its progenitor, the Academy Awards, by 5 decades. I like it. It goes to say the term raspberry is used in its irrelevant sense as a blowing a raspberry.
All right, so let me do this real quick. Lucasfilms went over to Universal. George Lucas is a character. I really honestly think this is why he ended up the way he did until Disney got in, or until they did those prequel movies. Like, after he did this movie, I don't think his life was right after this. He was just kind of like, nah, bro, I can't even do this. And eventually he sold Star Wars to Disney. But this movie, when we watched it, was it the first time you'd ever seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, that movie, when you do watch this movie restored in 4K, it is one of the prettiest movies I've seen with the technology was there. But listen, the graphics, the characters, everything is cringe-worthy. This shit has nothing to do with the real Howard the Duck.
It doesn't?
I mean, it does.
I was going to say, it was based off of a comic book.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not the real Howard the Duck. Like, it's the Howard the Duck that's presented for this. The character of the Howard the Duck was crazy. There was an assumption that was made in this movie that Howard Duck had sex with, I can't think of the girl's name because she's famous.
Leah Thompson.
Yeah, Leah Thompson. And Tim Robbins
Is
was
that
in
what
this
her
movie.
name is?
Yeah. Tim Robbins was in this movie, and that would be the famous person that a lot of people know.
And mind you, this is a Marvel movie, correct?
Yeah, this is one of the first Marvel movies, or I don't know if it is the first. Yeah, it was the first theatrical release since Captain America in 1944. So let's just be honest and say this was the first actual Marvel movie.
Yeah. And I don't even know. So let's see. Howard lives in Duck World, which is an Earth-like planet. And I think the funniest part is that when he gets propelled out into space, he lands in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Of all places, Cleveland, Ohio.
And just, it was just something about this movie being the first ever 4K UHD that I owned. And I know that was kind of late in the game to have to do that, but you have to understand here, people. We watch movies like this on our video game consoles. So if it can't, if that Blu-ray can't play in there, it ain't playing. And we had this, and we played this in the PlayStation 5. And I remember this wholeheartedly because we had our new TV, we hooked it up, and I mean, it was shimmering and shining. And when the evil guy turned into something, like, I'm not giving y'all any parts of the movie because I want you to kind of go watch it on the low to see how cringeworthy it is.
I mean, it's terrible, but it's funny terrible. It's like a good comedy terrible.
Yeah, it was just like, whoa. And Leah Thompson, real quick, was in Back to the Future.
Oh, she was also in Switched at Birth. I remember her in that.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, she's got famous parts to her. But the animatronics in here remind me of what, that was the one thing. The animatronics in here made me feel like, yo, this is what Five Nights at Freddy would have been back in the 80s. So, like, I don't want to go into any more detail, and I didn't want to make this a very long one. But I do want to say for 1986, this was the worst film. And to start our adventure with this one, like, I'm just telling you, you got to watch this movie.
Right. So, on that note, we would like to thank everybody for listening to this short episode. I think what we're going to do every month, we're going to do a 10-minute throwback episode. And this is the first one. So, if you have a 1986 movie that you think we should watch and review, let us know below, or head on over to Facebook and follow us at Sparrows Under Review.
I'm out of here. I'm JR.
And I'm Stacey.
Yeah.